Hi there, this is Lee Thurburn, and today on Livestream Lee, we're going to actually develop basically the first half of a shopping cart. A shopping cart essentially has, I guess, two or three major sort of components. First, you have to have the ability to put product information in and have people look at a list of products. Then they select the products they want to purchase. They add them to the cart and then they check out. And of course, you have to have the ability to look at a history of the orders that have been placed. So, I mean, those are fundamentally the things. So today what we're going to do is we're going to actually put together using bubble.io, put together the product addition and selection process. So in other words, we're going to, and this is actually pretty easy to do. The things that I've shown you in previous episodes of Livestream Lee are really the essential fundamental sort of pieces of the shopping cart. The ability to have a list of products where you add products to the list, you edit the products on the list, you look at the detailed information about the products, and then you select them and put them in a shopping cart or and check out. So let's go ahead and just jump in. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to grab the I believe I've got this right here. Yes, Bubble Editor. So let's share screen, and let me just come over and make sure that we're in fact, yep, we're sharing screen. Okay, so the app, I'm using an app that I've already sort of shown you some of the basics of. So I'm going to click on Page Editor up here, and first of all, I want to talk about the different pages. So I've created several pages with the word, the letter SC. So there's SC Cart, SC Shopping Cart, My Products, Product Page, Edit Product, and Order History, and then a Shop page. So first, I think I'm going to start by showing you the My Products page. So if I click here, this is the My Products page. And I'm going to go ahead and click Preview, and we're going to look at actually what the My Products page looks like when it's got a couple of products on it. So this is an extremely simple page where we have some products in a list. Okay, so currently I just have two products, chocolate chip cookies and plain cookies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on, say, for example, chocolate chip cookies. I'm going to click on this little pencil for edit. And that's going to take us to the page where we edit this particular product. So I'm going to put chocolate chip cookies. Okay, and then this is actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Google. I'm going to look up Girl Scout cookies, and let's see, we're going to try to find some Girl Scout cookies. We're actually going to look for some information about Girl Scout cookies. I'm going to come back over here. Let's see here. Girl Scout cookies. Here we go. We're going to go to the Girl Scout website, and I'm going to get a little bit of content that I can show. So let's come down here. Let's look for some chocolate chip cookies, Girl Scout chocolate chip cookies. Do we even have chocolate chip cookies, Girl Scouts? Okay, so let's do this. Let's go with the Thin Mints. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some text about Thin Mints. Okay, purchasing a box of Thin Mints. We're just going to get some text here. I'm going to come back over. I'm going to put this in to the detailed, and I'm going to go ahead and click Update Product. That's going to bring us back over to the page. Now, we can't really see anything here. We just see it says chocolate chip cookies, but if I click on the picture, it takes us to a page where we have product information. We have a picture of the chocolate chip cookies. We have a detailed description or a description, and then we have a price and we have some buttons. Okay, so what have we seen here? We've seen a page for the detail for the cookie, the product, with buttons for add to cart, continue shopping, and things like that. And then if I go ahead and click the back button, we see we have a page where we have products that we can add. And then, of course, if I click on the edit, I can edit the information on the page. So I have basically 3 pages here of things that we can do. Okay, so let's look at how we put these 3 pages of things together. Okay, so the starting point, I think really a good place to start is with the data fields. So if I come over here to the data fields, the data tab element, and I want to look at what I've done for the chocolate chip cookies. First of all, I need to look at my products field. Okay, so if I go to products, and I'll look at the, this is the product type, okay, data type. So basically it's a table with product information. Now the information I have is a description, a product description, a product name, a product price, a product image. I also, of course, have the creator and so on. So I have some additional data fields here. You know, one thing that you may also want to do is you may want to tie the product to a vendor. And of course, if you have a vendor, you might want to also tie the vendor to a user. So a user could create a vendor, could create a product, right? So that's kind of the sequence. Well, here we just have the product table, and we don't really care who the user or who the vendor is because we haven't yet tried to make that association between data fields. Okay, so this is really all effectively we're dealing with right now is a product name, description, price, and an image. Okay, so this is our products data set. Now, if I click on design, and remember we're still on the shopping cart My Products page, I've got 2 elements on, well, 2 fundamental elements on this page. I've got a repeating group for products, and then I've got a form for inserting information into the products table. So if I click on the repeating group, you'll see it's highlighted now. And if I double click, you're going to see that I have a repeating group for products, and the type of content is products. So when I can actually just create this again and show you the process of creating this again. So let me just go ahead and X out of this. So I'm gonna duplicate these right underneath. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I've done that. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a repeating group. I'm gonna put a repeating group right here. So I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. Actually, X out of this. See if I can scroll down on the page. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, it looks like I've got a couple of different forms here. Here we go. I've added some things in. Somehow I double click. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little larger. Now I'm going to double click on this repeating group. I'm going to tell it that the content type is products. Okay, so that tells the system what data table we're dealing with. Now, just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to make this 3 rows instead of 4 so that I can more easily see what I'm doing. And inside of this first row, I'm going to put the elements that will repeat. So I'm going to put an image. So I'm just going to grab an image. I'm going to put it right there. So this will be my image. And I can go ahead and select the image to be a current sale products image. Okay, so this is a product image for the current sales products. Okay, then I'm going to put the first name in. So I'm going to put text, and I'm going to put the parent group's products names, or the current sales products names, because a current sales product name. Then I'm going to just copy this by hitting Control-C, Control-V. Whoops, let's do that again. Control-C, C, Control V, and we're going to come down and we're going to put in the current sale products, just price. We'll just put in price. Okay, so now if I just simply stop what I'm doing right here and I go look at the preview page. If I look at the preview page, I should have something here. Here we go. I should have something here, but what have I got? I've got nothing showing up. Okay, so let's figure out why we have nothing showing up. So we're going to come back over here to this, and we're going to compare it to what I did previously. So if I double click, I've got products. Oh, so I forgot to do the search for products. I forgot to tell the system where to get products from. So if I double click here, I've got to tell it my data source is to do a search of the products database and get all products. Okay, so now that I've done that, I should be able to go look at my page and refresh the page, and we should now have products there. So bada bing, bada boom, I've got exactly the same thing that I have up here, up above, down below, but I don't have the little pencil in, and I don't have the ability to, well, I mean, if I use this form over here on the right hand side, it'll insert products into both of these because these are basically just duplicates of each other. I'm just showing you how I built this. Okay, so now if I want to put a pencil in so that I can click to edit, what I need to do is I come over to my visual elements and I grab an icon and I just go ahead and put an icon element right here, and then I tell it pencil, and I choose to put a pencil in, and there's my pencil element. Okay, so if I move it out a little bit away from the edge, remember I've got a scroll bar right here on the right hand side. So I'm going to move it a little bit to the left so that I can more easily see it, and it's not hidden by the scroll bar. So if I want to make this clickable, I need to click on Start Edit Workflow. And here's my icon. So this is the pencil icon. So if I click on it, what do I want it to do? Well, I want it to navigate to a page when I click on it. What page do I want to navigate to? Well, I want to send it to a page where I can edit the product. So I'm going to send it to the Edit Product page. Now, this is the simplest way to do it. So what do I want to send? I want to send the current sales products. Okay, so that's what I want to do. All right, so now if I come back over and I refresh this page, you'll see that a pencil will now show up. And if I click on the pencil, it'll take me to the Edit Product page, and I'll be able to edit the current product, whatever it is. Now, I haven't shown you how I put the current product information into this page to edit it, but next, let's come and show you, before I do that, let's come and show you how to add data. So if I'm going to add data to my list, I can do it real simply. I'm going to go get another type of cookie here. So this is a Thin Mint. This is the Lemon Ups. Okay, so I'm going to grab some content for Lemon Ups. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here and we're going to type Lemon Ups, and we'll put the description in. And I have no idea what the prices are, but I'm going to put $19.95. And now we need to upload an image. Okay, well, for me to upload an image, I have to have the image. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here. I'm going to save image as, and I'm going to put this into a folder where I know where the image is. So I'm just going to put it in Bubble, and I'm going to call this Lemon Ups, and I'm going to save it. So now I've saved it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the click to upload image. I'm going to click to upload an image. I'm going to go to my Bubble folder, and I'm going to get the Lemon Up image. I'm going to save it, and now I'm going to click Add Product. And looky there, what it's doing right now in the background is it's actually uploading the image because it's a pretty big image. And so we're waiting for the image to actually get uploaded. You can see a little green bar up here at the top showing that in the background it's doing something. So what we're doing is we're waiting for the image to actually get loaded. The image should show up where it says Lemon Up. Sorry, we're in a temporary bug. Bubble can't finish. Okay. It might be that I don't know what happened. So I'm going to click on the lemon ups. We're going to come over to the edit page, and we're going to see if we can load the image from the edit page. So here we go. Coming to the edit page, let's load the lemon up image. Let's try loading it from here. Let's see if it loads any faster, if we get success. And looks like we don't have the lemon up loaded because probably it's just too large of an image. So let's try this. Let's get a different image because you need to be able to see the image. I'm going to get a different image from a different folder so I know where an image is. I'm going to go to a client folder where I have an image. Let's try this lemon up and see if this will load. Maybe it's a little smaller. Click to upload an image. So we're putting, let's load it into the preload area. And then I'll click update. So we're letting the system, I think maybe that's what I did was I didn't let the system actually load the image before I clicked update product. So now that we're actually being patient and letting the image load, we'll see the image show up on the where it says click to upload image. When it's ready to actually upload, it'll display it. And then we can click update product. Okay, so there we go. Now we click update product. And now we'll see, there we go. Now we see the lemon ups image. Okay, so you can see how the process works. Okay, so next, let's look at this form and see how this form connects up and works. Okay, so whoops, let's see here. So now, how did I create this form? Well, I first of all drew a group box on the page. Okay, so let's just do that again. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to grab a group container type, and I'm just going to grab a group and put it right here. So there's my group, and because I like to be able to see what I'm doing, I'm going to put a border on it. So I'm going to click remove style, and we're going to come down and put a border, solid border, and I'm just going to pick a color of some sort for the border so that I can see it. I'll make it 2 pixels wide. There we go. So now I can see the border. I can see the border for the box. So let's add some input elements. Okay, so over here on the left, we have an input. So I'm going to click on input, and I'm just going to put right here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to input a dynamic element. We're going to input a parent group thing because we're adding something to a parent group things. And we're going to, actually, nope, we're not doing that. We're going to be in. We're going to call this the product name. Okay, so that's going to be the name of it. It's a product name. Come on, let's placeholder. Come on, product name. All right, so that's our placeholder product. What's going on here? We're not doing a dynamic element. Product name. All right, let's try this again. Let's put an input element in here. Product name. Okay, so now you'll see that it shows product name in the input element. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy it, move it down. We're going to put in 3 different pieces, 3 different things here for product name. We're going to put in this one. We're going to put product description. Okay, and then this one, we're going to put product price. And this one is not going to be text. It's actually going to be a currency, a dollar amount. So we're going to put in product price, and the prefix will be dollars. And we're going to show decimals. Okay, so now we've formatted the product price that's going to go in. Now we need a little bit more space here. So I'm going to I'm going to grab this and move it up. I'm going to grab this and move it down. And then I'm going to hold the shift key, move all three of these up and just kind of format them. Right click, center horizontally. So we've got that nice and neat now. I'm going to come over on the left-hand side. I'm going to get a picture uploader. So we're going to put a picture uploader right here. And this will be, click to upload an image. Okay, and we're going to call this upload product photo. Okay, and we'll just make it B because this is the second one we've got on the page. That way we'll know which one we're grabbing. Okay, so upload product photo. Now let's put a button. So we're going to come up here on the left side. We're going to grab button. We're going to just put a button in. Let's see here. Get that button and put it down here. Well, what happened? I got buttons. Come on, let's get the button. Let's just get rid of the button. Oh. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, now let's put a button in there. Button. I don't know why that button wants to duplicate. Look at here. This is just crazy. Okay. There we go. Now we've got a button in here, and we're going to call this button add new product. Okay, so that's the button name, add new product. Okay, so what we're going to do is inside of this group, we're going to double click on this button and we're going to start a workflow. And for this button, this says add new product. We're going to create several things. First of all, we're going to create a new thing. Data things, create a new thing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to create a new product and we're going to have several different fields here. So we're going to have 4 different fields. We're going to have a field for name, a field for description, a field for price, and a field for product image. So now we're going to, for the name, we're going to grab the input product names value. For the description, we're going to grab the input product descriptions value. For the price, we're going to grab the input product price value. And for the product image, we're going to grab the picture loader upload product photo B, okay, which is the value. So now we've got those things loaded. And so now the next thing we're going to do is when we finish uploading, we're going to go to the element and we're going to reset the inputs. Okay, so we're going to clear the data from the form when we upload. Okay, so now I'm going to click back on design and we've got this all created. So here's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to go to preview. So here's the preview and you're going to see the form show up on the right hand side here in just a second. There's the new form that we created. Now these forms are identical in terms of what they do. They just look a little different. But when I add product information, so let's go get another type of cookie. So let's see here. Here's a shortbread truffles. Okay, so we're going to grab this description. We're going to come over here. That's going to be the shortbread. We're going to grab this description right here. And we're going to make it the product description. We'll put a price of $29.95 in here. And we're going to grab a product photo. And I'm going to grab this Toffee-tastic picture. Here's my shortbread picture. Okay, because I've already got these. Now I'm waiting for the shortbread picture to get loaded. There it is. Now I can click on add new product and looky here. I've got my shortbread truffles added and it did it to both of the product lists that I have here. Okay, so what I've done now is I've shown you how to create a product list and a form that'll insert data into the product list. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come back and I'm just going to delete these because we don't need them anymore. So I'm going to delete all this. We've already created that, but now I've shown you how we did that. Well, the next thing I want to do is I want to show you how we created the edit product page, because I've shown you how to link to the edit product page. So I'm going to go to the SC edit products page. This will load the form on the edit product. We're just going to duplicate it. So here I've got a form that looks just like my add new product, but I call it update product. So here's what we're going to do. We're just going to do essentially exactly the same thing that we did before. We're going to create a group, and I'm just around it so it's real easy to see when you're not saving your applique borders. Let's give it a color. And so there we go. Now we've got a border around the group. And so it's really easy to see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down, I'm going to get an input form. I'm going to put an input right here. And this is going to be input. This is going to be product name. And then I'm just going to highlight this. I'm going to control copy, control copy, control C, control V, control C, control V. And then I'm going to actually add a, let's see, let's position this. I'm going to add a picture uploader right here. And then I'm going to put a button underneath. And the button is just going to be in the middle. And the button is going to go right here. Okay, and we're going to say update product. Okay, now product name. So I double click on this and it says product name. Great. So now we're going to edit this one. This one says product description. We're going to edit this one over here. This is going to be product price. And we're going to make it, again, we're going to make it currency. And we're going to show the decimals, And then this is click to upload an image. Product, we're going to change this to be product upload. Let's see, product photo upload edit. Okay. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to click on the update product. Okay. So double click on it. We're going to start edit workflow. And what we're going to do on this one is we're going to go to data things. We're going to make changes to a thing. The thing we're going to make changes to is going to be the group edit products. Okay, so let's see, which one is this? Group edit products. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to come over and I need to change the group name, don't I? So let's give this a group name, group C. So it's group C. Okay, I just needed to, actually I needed to see the name of my group, group C. So let's give this a group name, new edit products. Okay, so now that's the group name. So now I'm going to double click on my update. Now I'm going to go to the workflow and make changes to, where's my group? Things to change. Current page products. Okay, we're going to change the current page products. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to add some. Okay, so now I'm going to change the name, change the description, change the price. This is just like adding, change the product image. So the name is going to be the input product name value. Description is going to be input product descriptions value. The price is going to be input product prices value. And the image is going to be input picture upload edits value. Okay, so that's what that is. So now, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do element actions, reset inputs. And so we clear that out. So now when I come over here to my products, and if I click on, say, lemon ups, we're going to go to the edit page. Let's There we go. So now we're on the edit page. So I can do this on either one of them. Now, the lemon ups, this up here, you'll see that it says lemon ups. And so what I've done is I've preloaded the data. Down here, I don't have the data. But if I call this lemon downs, and then I update the product, so you'll see right here, it looks like I've updated the product. Let's go back and see. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Here I have on behind my button a return me to the form I just came from. Here I don't. So if I click the back button, now I come back over to the page that I came from, and notice I changed the form to lemon down, but looky here, it's all blank. So I don't actually have the rest of my information. So if I click to edit and I come back over, I've got preloaded information, but down here I don't. Why is that? Well, that's because I didn't put the preloaded information in. So here, if I come to this field, initial content, insert dynamic, parent groups things, let's see here, parent groups things in, initial content, current page products name. There we go. Now, if I put in here, initial content, current page products description, current page products price, and then current page products photo, insert dynamic, current page products product image. Then behind the button, I need to come back into my edit workflow, and I need to add one more thing. I'm going to navigate, go to page. I'm going to send me back to the my products page, and the data to send will be the current page products back to the my products page. Okay, so now let's come in here and let's go ahead and put in some description, price $29.45, and let's upload an image. Let's get this one. We're just putting an image of any sort in. We're waiting for it to upload. There it is. Now we'll update product and click update product. Okay, they just refreshed the page. So maybe I'm moving too fast because I know we're about out of time. Okay, so edit $29.45. So this is the old form. If I click update product, you'll see it brings me back to the original page. I've got the lemon down. I've got everything changed here. Let's edit this product. And now we're going to come down here. See, it's all been input in here as well. And if I change something like pre-foils, we'll make this plant foils. You just make it plants. And I click update product. Now it'll send us back. And this will say shortbread plants, and we've edited it. So at this point now, what I've done is, and let's just go ahead and go to lemon down. We'll go to the product page. We're actually kind of run out of time, but you'll see that now we've got all these pages tied together where you can add products, you can edit products, and you can see products. So in a very brief amount of time, you can actually create a pretty cool little sort of interaction of these pages. We're going to go ahead and continue this process tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And I'm going to show you how to bring this page to life so that you can actually get a detailed product page. And then we'll work on getting the add to cart button set up so that it'll actually add it to a cart, and you can start building the cart process. But at this point now, we've used the skills that we created or that we developed in previous episodes of how to create pages with recurring or repeating lists. And we've created input forms. We've created a link to an edit page where you can edit the page, and then have it live edit the database. We've added products. And so we've got a pretty functional little app started right here. And really, it's really been very simple, simple skills. So I hope you'll come back tomorrow at 3 o'clock when we'll continue building this simple little cart, which will show you all the different fundamental functionalities that you need to have mastered with Bubble to be able to create some really pretty complex applications. So until tomorrow, I will let you go and look forward to seeing you tomorrow at 3 o'clock when we'll continue the process of building a simple shopping cart app, and then we'll take it to another level of sophistication as well. I hope you've enjoyed this, and